Hey everybody, it's Jake with J&K Tackle with a quick update. Saturday, August 2nd at 5 p.m. Mountain, we're going to be releasing a lot of J&K original Dodgers on our website at jktackle.com, along with Twilight, Superficial, and Goldilocks. Those numbers aren't going to be super high, but the whole point was to at least give them one more go before we launch the final fourth limited edition from Spilt Milk. That'll happen on Thursday, the 7th at 3 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Mountain. A lot of attention's going towards making those numbers a lot higher than the previous releases, since that'll be the last one. Once that release is done, we're going to be taking a break through September and October, and then we'll come back in November with the 4 limited edition Spilt Milk Dodgers in a pack for Christmas, along with hopefully a good stockpile of J&K originals. I appreciate everybody who's left us a 5-star rating, and those that have gotten back to us with positive comments and feedback. For those that are struggling to get items, I understand that it's tough when it's not available. But it's not available because I'm a helicopter pilot, a father, and I'm also running this small business. I do all the Dodgers myself, so obviously it would be nice to hire someone to do the Dodgers, but it's a lot of skill involved, and at this point in time, we just don't have that availability. But we are working towards other things in the near future that should help increase production, and the manufacturing side of what we do for the Dodgers should increase hopefully through the winter. And Kevin and I have some good ideas as to what we want to do that I think will be pretty great if it works out the way that we're thinking, but it takes time. So for those that are struggling and a little upset that we don't have enough product, just know that everything comes from my hands and Kevin's hands, and it takes time for us to be able to do this and to make sure that the quality is as good as it is. So a couple of changes just for this round because of some issues with our wholesale. The hooks for the 3-pack squids are going to be size 2 and size 2, and normally we're going to move everything over to a size 1, size 2 on the bottom, but that's going to take a little bit of time because there was a backlog on those hooks from owner, and we do like the owner hooks a lot, so we're going to stick with those. A couple of packs of Gamakatsus will still go out, but from here on out, anything that's changed out is going to go to those hooks. Another change too was another back order issue on our end, trying to get split rings. So a good majority of the Dodgers that are going to be sold Saturday and on Thursday will have some of the replacements that I could find, which are actually going to be a higher grade than what we usually use. So definitely don't take those split rings off. You don't need to change those out. If you're going to go for any larger fish and you want to use a chub or an MK3 for that, you can just take the snap swivels off and increase the weight on those, because the snap swivels handle up to about 20 pounds. A couple of tips for the website. If you get your items in your cart, you'll notice, and I'll show a picture here real quick, you see the words back ordered by a couple of items. That means that item is already sold out. When we're at high capacity and we've got thousands of people trying to buy, the $300 or $400 Dodgers that I've made, it can confuse the system. So if you see back ordered, that means the item's sold out. Delete it and then move on with your purchase on the other items that don't have that word back ordered on it. Another thing that can help you out is to preset your information at jktackle.com. I'm not going to be able to see it. I have no access to it. It's all encrypted. But that way, when you go to checkout, it's a much smoother and quicker process. Another thing too is to make sure that if you did sign up and you didn't get an email, go ahead and re-sign up again and subscribe back on jktackle.com. That way I can give you guys advanced notice on releases throughout the rest of the season and through the winter and next year. Double check and make sure that your email is accurate, and make sure your addresses are accurate. That helps us a lot on the shipping side of things. And We appreciate Spilt Milk, Tyler Hicks for everything that he's done for us. We appreciate CVZ Customs for the awesome rods that I have up here behind me. All right, last but not least, I am going to be dropping off a box of Dodgers and squids over to Paula over at Kokanee Tackle. Those should be available at kokaneetackle.com later next week, and she will be dropping the 4th limited edition Spilt Milk Dodger and combo pack on Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that some of the advice I gave you about the internet helps. It doesn't work well for me either. In fact, last time we oversold somehow. It managed to allow like 30 Dodgers through that I didn't have. So I like to do these drops when I'm home, just in case that happens, so I can actually make some more if I need to try to cover that gap if it happens. So I'm not a fan of the way that the website works either, and we'll definitely look into probably changing that up through the winter time. We'll have to wait and see. But hey, you made it to this part. It's a pretty long video. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully this is some good information for you. Also, one last thing to cap off. If when I drop the Dodgers on Saturday and you go to the website and you don't see anything populated at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, try a different browser. I noticed that if I jumped over to Google Chrome, all of a sudden I could see everything that was there. So don't waste your time emailing me and letting me know that it's not working. I know that it's not working. It's crazy, but that seemed to help with some folks. So keep that in mind. Thanks for watching.